Carter Stadium in Fort Worth. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the TCU Horned Frogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Jairo is down on the sideline.
Checking in with the Indiana head coach before the game, he told me they understand every ranked matchup becomes a measuring stick when you're carrying a top 10 ranking. They got off to a strong start last week, 1-0 on the season, but that doesn't matter. He said, we will be good if we execute each and every game. Keeps talking to the players in the locker room about the sky is the limit for this team, but it will take one game at a time, and he thinks this is the team that can do it. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Horned Frogs will kick off first, and here we go. A special teams miscue right off the bat, and they'll take over in really good field position. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Looking downfield, it's Cherry. Finds his tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
And the Hoosiers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Out wide right, it's Marsh. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double-team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Set it down's going up top. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
There might not be a hotter player right now in college football than this guy right here. He had 2 picks in their last game. He already has an interception in the first drive of this one. Quarterbacks, they're going to figure it out eventually. Stop throwing his way.
Takes a handoff. It's Riley. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. It's got to make a statement today.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the third down of this opening.
Makes the catch, and he's free. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Tough run here. It's Peoples. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
To the ground. He's got it again. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the move. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. He's changing the play. Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons on third. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Looking to throw, it's Cherry. Trying to beat the D deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver at his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Hits inside, it's Richard. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's 3rd down from their own get it through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. Looking for the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Do you think that was a straight go, or they just sort of went with gut feel as to whether the defense was going to relax on that 4th and 1?
I don't know, but I know this. As a coach, I'm not giving a lot of freedom for gut will on their own side of the field if we're going to go for it on 4th down. I think they probably understood. Listen, it's 4th and 1. I like our chances to get 1 yard, and they went for it, and by the way, they got it.
Dropping back, it's Cherry. Fires to the wideout. Right side, it's Becker. Breaks into the open. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana.
Such a nice job by the wide receiver there on the corner route. He did a nice job off of the stem, not telegraphing where he was going. The defender had no idea, and when he broke to the corner, he created a little bit of separation. There was an accurate throw. He made the catch and then took it into the end zone.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the run, it's Riley. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Could be an alley. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. And the Horned Frogs will hustle to the line. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Throwing Simmons. Makes the grab down the middle. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense. The Horned Frogs are flying down the field. Wants to throw. It's Simmons. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete as time has expired here in the 1st quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give. Turning it on. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, this defense has their hands full with him on this drive. And that DB, I'll tell you, he may have saved a touchdown with that tackle. When you've got speed like this running back has, if he gets in the 2nd level, a lot of people start to hold their breath because it could be a house call. And you know they're going to keep giving him the football here in the drive. Up front, this defense has got to get a lot more physical.
And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Handoff for Peoples.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Making the adjustment on the play. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun on third down, Simmons. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And I absolutely understand wanting to make a play for your team, man, but you've got to know when to give it up. You're at this part of the field, man. This is the part of the field where you throw the football. You get rid of it. You don't take a sack, because what that does now to your field goal operation, it makes it a lot longer. Now the decision becomes a lot harder for this offense. They could have just thrown the football away and not taken the big piece.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. From the gun, it's Richard. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Handoff again. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
To throw, it's Cherry. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Throws for the tight end. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
On the run, it's Riley. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be second and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Just feeds the running back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patters. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Riley. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They'll turn to the wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the wildcat again. So they come to the line, and the wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Riley. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He brought that thing out of the end zone with the idea of making a play, but he didn't even get back to the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Drops back, it's Cherry. Out wide right, it's Perry. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Hoosiers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. With the catch, it's Richard. Spins away. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Going over the top. Makes the grab. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Simmons to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Caught near the sideline, it's Brown. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Quarterback signaling to his guy, looking to throw at Simmons. Extending the play. And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They'll try to pick up this third down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Iron! Escape! Drop, now, enter! Austin Simmons wants to fire again. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Not gonna make it, and the fourth down gamble backfires.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. In traffic, it's Marsh. Wide open spaces. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Quick give. It's Riley. Good gain there. Picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Simmons unloads it left. Wide open downfield. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with Oregon, taking on the number 15 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's the Ducks, setting score records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Makes the grab. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Oh, he's got some space. The 40, the 30. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
They'll give it to people. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Simmons from the gun on third down. Out wide left, it's Peoples. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. Throws it off the RPO. Just couldn't get loose. They stop him right at the line, and they don't convert on fourth down.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Looking for a man. It's Cherry. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Defense is all about creating negative plays. And he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
And the Hoosiers can really attack on this second and short. Running inside, it's Richard. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. The run inside. It's Richard. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Dropping back, it's Cherry. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. There he goes. He's at the 30. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Throwing Simmons. Left side is Peoples. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And the Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo. They'll run out of the gun, James Peoples. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. It's Washington. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. Snap to the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as they stop him behind the line on fourth down.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. Fourth down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
To the air, it's Cherry. Gonna take a shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, they're lighting up the scoreboard, guys, because this QB already has over 200 yards passing, and they're not going to stop at this point. They're having success. So the defense, somebody's got to step up and make a play the way that guy did just there. Ball thrown deep down the field. It's you versus the other guy. Who's going to win? Can the defense now turn this thing around?
Grabbed behind the line. It's Richard. Still on his feet at the 25. Racing down the left side. The 30. Running inside the 20. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the upright to 28-13. We reached the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with a first down. Motion from the wideout. Here's Simmons to throw. Turns it upfield. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, And here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Sets his feet. It's Simmons. Still looking. Finds his man. It's James. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Horned Frogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Right side, it's Brown. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Straight ahead, it's Riley. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Gets the back moving. Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons on 3rd. Dumps it off in the flats. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a 1-possession game. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Looking for a man. It's Cherry. Got the quick pass. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And the Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it inside the 15. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The defense working to manage that clock. They used the timeout, 1:55 remaining.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
On the snap, it's Richard. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
And at this point on the field, I mean, I guess why not try to guess the snap count? Defense gets caught, still 1st and goal. Powers forward, and he charges across the line. Touchdown, Indiana!
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Simmons fires to the wideout. Out wide left, it's James. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. And the Horned Frogs come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Here comes the heat, and he gets rid of it.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
They don't need a bunch on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Out wide right, it's James. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Simmons to the air again. Left side, it's James. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Throwing Simmons. Caught. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Changing the routes with his receiver. From the gun on 3rd down, Simmons. Out wide left, it's Brown. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Drops back on 1st down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Here's Simmons to throw. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down, you've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, like, that changes the whole dynamic of this 2-minute drill. Like, I can work the whole field. And here coming up on 3rd down, man, don't be scared to do that. Don't be scared to run it. Don't be scared to throw a screen to get some yardage to get a 1st down.
Got him on the RPO. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Got him downfield. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone. Won't win in the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0.
All right, big touchdown makes it a 9-point game. You got to kick the extra point right now, and then you've got to find a way somehow, some way to get the football back. You're going to have to score again and go for 2. A lot has to go right, but at least you get that touchdown to give yourself an opportunity.
He makes the grab. The 2-point try is good, and it's a 1-possession game late. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams. And that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Paul.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.